Hello, guys, and well, ladies and gentlemen, it's me again, Insane Gorilla, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another part of What If Asta was the kid of Igneel. So, where we last left off is Asta met Gargiel, and coincidentally, during a mission to Magma's village. And after that mission, well, no, not after. During that mission, Asta got into a fight with a bunch of rogue mages, or rogue magic knights, and Gargiel entered the village to find their hideout. And also during that mission, Asta revealed himself to be more than just a normal person to everybody in the village plus Yami. Now they've been summoned by the Wizard King. So, we'll start this off where Asta, Noel, Magma, and Gargiel are all getting ready to go to the magic. Well, not magic. To the city to meet the Wizard King. With Magma having an argument with Noel, while Asta is talking to Gargiel. As Gargiel just says this. For goodness sake, can you two shut up, get on your brooms, and let's get going. Well, you two can get on a broom. I'm walking. As Asta says, hey, you forgot I got to get on a broom as well. With him, with Gadio just saying, no, you can turn yourself into a half dragon and fly. Like you said in your grimoire, it allows you to change into a certain creature, whatever comes to mind, as you said. Mainly a dragon, so I guess just turn into a part dragon and just fly your ass there. As Asta would just say, Gadriel, you do realise that magic power has a limit, right? I only go into that form once or twice. I can't go into it all willy nilly. I have to most probably wait a few days for my mana to fully return, because that drained an awful lot out of me. Yes, Guardian would just say, fine, you can walk with me to the capital then. Gives me somebody to talk to. And plus, if there's any other bandits on the way, an extra pair of hands in the fight would not actually hurt. Because God knows I keep on getting ambushed. As Asta would just say, well, Gadio, you don't particularly have the face of a guy who's seen it all. You just look like a guy who just doesn't have a care in the world. So people just say, yep, he's the perfect guy to take money from. So work on getting a bit angry and looking angry. Or help look threatening, because long black hair sort of helps you, but the face doesn't. As you just say, you little shit. As well, they'd all go to the capital. Gargiel and Asta walking, because he eventually convinced Asta to walk with him. As they start seeing the city, off in the distance after 3 days of non-stop walking. As Asta would say, well, I'm glad we're nearly at the capital. It's my second time seeing it. Oh God, is it big? With Gargiel responding, saying, yeah. How many times have you seen the city? Twice? I've seen it more times than you. This will be my 15th time being here. But I don't know why the Wizard King wants to see me. I'm just a merc. Asta would say, yeah, but you most probably it most probably has something to do with you being in the same town as us. And that most probably caught the Wizard King's attention, so he most probably wants to question you about that. As Guardiol will just agree as he'll sniff the air after picking something up. As he would just say, huh. Weird. For I picked up the scent of sympathy just then that I used to know. Huh. As Asta would say, huh? Who's that? As he'll just say, none of your business. Just let you know, if you see me talking to a certain person with, well, even longer hair than mine, and, well, covered in armour from head to toe, but only has the right armour pad, like, right armour shoulder pad, you don't bother talking to her. Well, to them. Well, to that particular person. Allow me to do the talking. Obey it. Don't even stop to see what I'm doing or who I'm talking to. You just continue going to the Wizard King. Got it, runt. As I was to say, that's the 4th time you've called me a runt on our trip. As Guardiol would say, yeah, because you are a runt. As Asta would just perk up saying, yeah, whatever. Just remember who's got more magic power than you do. As they would, well, finally find Nozelle and Magma. As they would have a go at them for taking so long. As the Wizard King's assistant, Mark, or Mark, as I'm going to call him, walks out saying, finally, you guys are here. As Noelle and Magma would say, slow coaches over here decided to walk. As Asta would just perk up, saying, hey, I wanted to run here. I wanted to get on the broom with you guys. Guardiol beat me in that fight we had. Going back 3 days before they, well, 3 days when they left. With Asta and Guardiol having a fist fight, and with Guardiol winning. As Guardiol just saying, now you're coming with me. As we snap back to the present. With Mark just saying, fine, whatever. I don't care enough to, well, even try and sort you two out properly. Just make yourselves look presentable. You, boy with the pink hair, cover your arms. The Wizard King doesn't like to see tattoos. And you, Guardiol, I think your name is, sort your hair out. As I was still to say, I'll try and cover up all my tattoos. Not the easiest things to hide, considering I don't have a t-shirt. And Guardiol will just say, here, use an overall coat that I brought. It's a spare one just in case. As Asta would put it on. Say, thanks. Although one of the sleeves are missing. You can blame your brother Salamander for that one. Fair enough. As Mark would just say, times are ticking. The Wizard King doesn't have all day to sort out your antics. As he'll just say, come with me. As Noelle would just say, rude much? As Magma would just say, agreed. As Mark would just say, and through this door you will find the Wizard King. Try not to make a mess. I've had enough of a mess as it is, dealing with one person today. as he would walk off. As they would walk in, seeing, well, the Wizard King, with everybody bowing, saying, Wizard King, as he would just say, hello, Black Balls, and hello, Gargiel. I believe you may want to say something. As Gargiel would just say, yeah. One, I did as I was told by a magic knight, so me going into that village was just a coincidence, okay? The magic knight wanted me to find a group of bandits, and their hideout, I just couldn't find them. Well, the hideout, I found a few bandits, but not the right ones. As the Wizard King would just say, yes, you actually found the right ones, and here's your money. I'm the one who hired you. With Guardiola saying, wait, what? With Foster just saying, wow, you got hired by the Wizard King. Nice, dude. As he would just smirk, as Guardiola would just say, I am so confused. How did I get hired by you of all people? And not only that, when did you hire me? Wait, you were that magic knight, weren't you? As the Wizard King would say, yes, my name is Julius. And please, just call me Julius. It's much more better. I hate all this formal stuff. As Mark would just walk in and say, just call him the Wizard King still. As he would walk up the door again. As Julius would just whisper, saying, just call me Julius. Okay? Just call me that. Anyway, Asta, Noel, Magma. What was the attack like on the town? As they would give the same explanations as they did in canon. Not explanations. Sorry. Yeah. They'll just explain the attack and how it went. As Julius would just say, right. So they were after to see these magic stones, were they? Well, if you say this one bird gave you one, then it must have been important. That must have been one of the first magic stones that they wanted. If Julius rambling on, as he says, Asta, there's something I want to test. I also got word that you turned into a dragonoid creature. Well, half dragon, half human. Is this correct? With Asta saying, yes, sir, it was. With Noel perking up, saying, yeah, it was creepy. As she would blankly put it. As Asta would look over to her, say, says you, Noel. You say it's creepy. That was the first time I ever went into that form. By the way, that was a lie. Just to let you know. I meant to say that earlier. At the beginning of that sentence. With Asta sort of lying to her straight to her face. As he sort of like whispers in her ear, saying something. As she goes red in the face and slaps him, saying, don't do that. Ever. With Julius and Magma and Gargiel both looking at each other. All three of them just looking at each other, saying, okay. As Julius said, please follow me. As they go somewhere else, as he says, now transform. As Asta does, sending a huge pillar of fire, well, into the sky again. As this fire and smoke would evaporate, revealing, well, I don't know if you can see it, a half human, half dragon asta. With Julius actually getting very excited, as you most probably see in this picture, saying, "That is so cool! You, you're literally like a half and half. This is so awesome! How much does it drain your stamina? How fast can you go? How much strength does it have?" Him just getting all giddy about it, like he usually does. With us, sort of getting creeped out by all the questions, saying, "Trust me, Julius, I don't know. I only went in it into this form once, and I managed to one-shot a guy. Or should I say, a lot of people who were attacking the village." Scarlett would just say, "Yeah, you roasted my feet. Thank you very much." With us to just saying, "Sorry." As Julius would just say, "But this is incredible. You could most probably be the greatest magic knight in this whole kingdom. So tell me, how much do you think it could take from someone who's equally more powerful than you? I can't do it personally, because otherwise I get told off. So I'm going to have to ask your squad mates and the mercenary to take you on. I'm sorry, guys, but if Mark finds out that I've used my magic just to take on a lowly magic knight, he's going to kick me. Well, try to kill me. So I'm going to have to ask you guys to take him on." With everybody sort of hearing, "Julius, are you serious? You've creeped out everybody in the capital. Well done, jackass." There's a woman with red hair and what you see in the image, walking up to him. As he says, "Ah, Scarlett, what are you doing here?" Or, "Titania, what are you doing here?" As she would just say, "Looking for you, smug ass. Now you're needed back at the capital. Now. Stop goofing off with a few magic knights. I'll test them. I'll test the strength out. Nice to see you again, guardiola." Urza Scarlett. Why am I not surprised to see you here? What? The other two gotten on your nerves already? Or have you lost them? As I would just say, "No, no, metal face. I haven't lost them. More like I've just left them behind. They should be here in a few days. I got fed up of all three of them arguing. Again. Would that be Juvia, Grey, and Livy?" Oh, great. She's been asking after you as well. Oh, even perfect. Great. So, boy, as she looks over there. Well, looks over to Asta. "Think you can keep up?" Foster cracking his knuckles, saying, "Ma'am, are you sure you want to do this?" I should say, "I've beaten people who are 20 times stronger than you. That was just on my good days. No, that was just on my bad days. My good days, 100% of the time I would have taken you down." With her and Asta fighting, and, well, quick and short of it, Asta won, with her giving her respects. As they go to, again, to a magic ceremony, where all the royal knights and that congregate. Asta actually having smart clothes, as he walks in with Noelle and everybody else, he meets, well, a certain woman, I should say. So, Smuggy, you actually decided to turn up for one of these. Welcome to the big leagues, boy. As he would turn his head to see Melaleona, who is not in the best of moods. As Asta would just say, hello, Melaleona. I see you're not enjoying yourself, as usual. And she would just say, it's been boring here without you. Nobody else would want to start a fight. As Austin would just say, yeah, mainly because you would quickly douse any flames of that kicking up. You're very intimidating. As, well, Leona would just smile, saying, yeah, I get that a lot. Besides, it's actually nice that people don't start fighting. Hang on a minute, what are those two up to? As Austin looks over to Noelle as she gets something to eat, as, well, one of the Sylvia family members, one of her brothers, tries to tip a cup of water over her head. But instead of it tipping over her, it stops in a ball above her head as it, well, goes back into the cup. With Asta picking that up, along with Melaleona and her brother and Noelle's brother. As Asta just said, oh, I will be back. Okay? As Melaleona just nods, saying, sure. As he would walk over to Noelle, dragging her away, saying, that's just to make sure he doesn't cause any more problems. As Noelle would just blush ever so slightly, saying, okay, who were you talking about? As Asta would point behind him, saying, him. As Noelle would realise that it's her brother. As she says, thank you. I'm, as Asta would say, scared. As she would just say, yeah. I'm scared that I'm going to get bullied. As Asta would say, go and stand next to Melaleona then. Nobody will pick on you then. Because I don't think anybody wants to cause a fight while she's around. With Melaleona walking up, saying, you were saying something? As Asta would just say, watch the fireworks. Don't get involved. In this one, as Asta would walk up to Noelle's brother, as he still holds the cup in his hand, as he would say, oh, what would a runt like you want to do with me, hey? As Asta would say, one, I'm the son of Melaleona, and two, I came here to kick your ass. As before, well, as in canon, Asta takes on all the nobles. As he finishes off the Noelle's brothers, Fregolion walks in. As he doesn't say anything, as he just chuckles. As he shouts, Asta, seriously? If I knew this was going to happen, I would have got here sooner, with someone in tow. As he looks at Flegolion, saying, Uncle, took your time getting here. As Flegolion would say, I was picking up your sister. As Asta would look down to see Lucy. And she would sort of cross her arms, saying, well, not saying anything. With Flegolion just sort of chuckling, saying, she's angry, by the way. With, well, the city, well, some explosions starting to go off in the background, which causes everybody to sort of panic and get aboard. Well, one of the majors making a city map with all the fires and everything else. As they all just stand there and discuss it, Asta walks towards a window. As Noel sort of asks, what is he going to do? He has to wait for a plan. As Asta would just make a fist, walk, turn around to the side, facing Noel. As he would just say, what kind of plan do you think I've got? As he would say, a reckless one. As he would say, correct. As he would smash the window while not looking at it. This grabbing everybody's attention. As he would sort of wink at Noel, saying, keep the kettle on, love. Being kind of cheeky, as he says, this won't take too long. As he just drops off. With everybody sort of freaking out, saying, did he just jump? With Noel being very flustered by what he called her. As Lucy walks up behind her, well, not behind her, to the side of her, as she sees Noel's face. As Lucy sort of says in her mind, well, I can now tease her with something. But she was saying that out loud, which snaps Noel out of her hot flush, you could say. And she would just stutter saying, Lucy, don't tell anybody you saw that, okay? As Lucy would just sarcastically say, so what? And she'll sort of giggle as she'll hop away. Heading back to Flegolion. And she'll just sort of say, I won't tell anybody. Promise. As she would actually tell Flegolion what she saw. As well. Asta's going throughout the city, dousing the fires and fighting the zombies by himself. With Flegolion sort of smirking, saying, Sis, what have you been teaching him? He's 20 times stronger than us. So, how much have you truly been teaching him? He's making us look weak. As, well, Leona would just say, I didn't teach him that much. He's more advanced in combat than us two at the minute. It was actually the opposite way round. Instead of me teaching him things, it was him teaching me things. With everybody sort of staring at us saying, a kid? A kid's been teaching you? Seriously? I thought the familiar family were meant to be all high and mighty and we don't need to be taught anything. With Leona and Flegolion, well, giving him death stares. As they all watch the map, as Oster finds a girl who's about to be attacked by a zombie. As he would, well, say fire style, or not fire style, just say fire fist. As he would just say fire fist, as if a fist of fire would engulf the zombie. As a little battle between him and the guy who controls the zombies, with him sending stronger and stronger versions instead of just his usual lot. As he would call for one named Frankenstein, the ultimate Frankenstein. As the ultimate Frankenstein would actually punch Asta into a building, which Asta says, fine, you want something done right, do it correctly the first time round. Don't hold back. As Asta would go off in flames again, which everybody could detect and see, as he would, well, come out of the smoke and fire again, looking like this. With this mage, I can't remember his name, saying, what are you? Some kind of demon? As Asta would just say, nah, I'm no demon. With this guy saying, a monster, a dragon, or whatever. As Asta would say, dragon. I think I'll keep that as a nickname. Thanks for the nickname, by the way. As he would punch the ultimate Frankenstein, then engulf it in fire. As he would end up knocking the mage out. Then finding that other mage hidden underneath the corpses. As he would just say, nice try, but when I'm in this form, I have a keen sense of smell. So detecting you underneath all the corpses, okay, I will admit was a little bit difficult, considering of all the different scents, but when I got your scent, I knew you there, where you were. So good night, as you knock him out. With the heat alone. And that's actually where I'm ending it, guys. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, all this goodness. See you in the next one. And if I don't upload in the next few days, I do apologise. I've got a lot of things to do down at my grandparents at the minute. So, yes, peace.